Hello again. I wonder how many viewers have noticed that sending a parcel these days entails visiting a sweet shop run by an Indian rather than popping into the post office. Many post offices have been closed down, and those which remain are often taken as a franchise by some newsagent or tobacconist. Doing business in such places is not nearly as pleasant or easy as it used to be in a proper post office. I thought I'd share this little piece from the Eagle comic in the 1950s. Each week they would have a little strip cartoon about various careers. This one is about a schoolboy who wants to be a postman. I hope viewers can see that clearly enough. Right, let me read what it says. At 15, Pat is healthy, over 4 foot 10 inches tall, and of British nationality. He sees his youth employment officer, who arranges for an interview. He's issued with free uniform and receives a daily meal voucher. Pat is employed on the delivery of telegrams by foot and pedal cycle. Well, I honestly don't recollect when last I received a telegram. It must have been, well, a long time ago. I remember when those who wanted such a job as this did leave school at 15. That was the case until 1972, which is an astounding 50 years ago. It seems like only yesterday. You will note the height requirement. That used to be common in many jobs, including, of course, the police. It had to be dropped because it discriminated against women and also men from Pakistan, who tend to be shorter than the average British person. That's why viewers might have noticed that there seem to be an awful lot of midget police officers around these days. And just think, in those days, only those with British nationality could apply. Those were the days when one could be sure of speaking to a postman or doctor and know that they would speak the same language as you yourself to a similar degree of proficiency. How different, how very different are things these days. Has anybody lately tried to explain some out of the ordinary requirement in one of these new sub post offices which are now installed in the local corner shop? It's not easy. I know without a shadow of a doubt that things were better than this 50 years ago. At that time, a boy of 15, as in this strip cartoon, might get a job with the GPO and then spend 2 or 3 years running errands, making the tea and learning the job while working in the background. By the time he actually served customers in a post office, he would understand thoroughly what was necessary. These days, people running a post office franchise in a shop only need to attend a brief training session and away they go. Now, without wishing to sound like a moany old man, I invite the viewers to look at the thumbnail to this video, which shows nothing remarkable, just an ordinary postman. Except, of course, it would be remarkable to see such a smartly dressed individual delivering the post these days. Collar and tie? Check. Smart uniform? Check. Peaked cap? Check. Older men would even sew the ribbons from the medals which they had won in the war on their tunics. Anybody remember that? I suppose that the point of this video really is to say that I think that things have deteriorated in many ways, but that it is the small things which I sometimes notice. Not being able to go to a proper post office to post a parcel, with the assurance that the clerk would understand what I was saying and know the correct procedure to follow. This is the kind of thing which I miss these days. Being able to ask for information from a nurse or the information desk at a railway station and know that my question is understood and that the person to whom I speak will be able to answer me in ordinary English. Anyway, that's enough of an old man complaining. Normal service will be resumed in an hour or two on this channel.